Hello YouTubers, just a spontaneous live to nip on and say hello to you all, as it's been a little while. Not expecting many to come on, because nobody's expecting me to go live. I haven't broadcasted it, but I'm just down here, it's nice and peaceful. So I thought I'd nip on and say hello to you lot, and thank you all for sticking around. Obviously, as you can tell, the plot's a little bit worse for wear, it's the best way I can put it. Now, I've got a lot going on at the minute, as you know, so that's why I say thank you for sticking around, the ones that have, and understanding my situation at the moment. Obviously, I am losing my house, and obviously I've got somewhere else to go now, providing everything falls through okay, and so that's a good thing. And then, obviously, as I've got the baby on the way as well. Hello, Dudley, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick spontaneous live, and thank you all for sticking around anyway, and yeah. Not a lot going on this plot, as you can tell at the minute. It's looking like a deserted fairground, but it's not looking at its best. It's not my standard, as you know, but the last 2 years with all the lockdown, everything else, it's took its toll on me, to be honest, a little bit. And yeah, got a lot of picking up to do. A lot of picking up. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. Yeah, I've just got a lot going on, mate, but it's nothing major. It's not something that's, you know, I'll get back to reality pretty soon. You know, being cooped up in that, because I'm deemed as clinically vulnerable, because I've got rheumatoid arthritis. Yeah, I've had to shield quite a bit as well, and the site advised it as well. So, but as for the house side of things, yeah, we've had to give the house up because it's being sold, but we've got somewhere else now. But I've been trying to get down here and do bits, but it's just not been enough to be making a full video to bore you guys with. You know, as you've seen me weed this thing a million times now, and as you can tell from the centrepiece there, it's all growing back through. It don't take 2 sodding minutes. I don't think it matters how, you know, people seem to think you put a bit of liner down, a bit of weed membrane, you know, it's double layered as well, with weed membrane. Put stone down, you think you ain't going to get the weeds, you still do. But yeah, it's not looking shabby, but there's a lot to be done. I've got a lot of projects on the go. Managed to get these fences for free, big around construction sites. But the house on the way in had some work done, and went very wrong, let's put it that way. Obviously the people on this fence weren't coming back for it, so yeah, it got gifted to the site, and I've managed to get myself some nice size ones. So what my plan of action is, from where the greenhouse is, potentially a little bit more to the greenhouse, try and bring it level with the edge of the plot, is use them fences coming down here, take this tunnel thing down and re-net it, well, take it down, dismantle it, use the long straights as roofing on top of this, but bring 2 of the fences down and create one big massive walking fruit cage here. At the minute I'm just contemplating moving the shed up to where the other shed is, that's really falling to bits. That top end is just falling to bits at the minute. I've lost a full section of greenhouse panels. The shed that sits over there is rotting, all the roof's gone on it, and yeah, letting the place down a little bit really at the minute, up this top end. But yeah, thanks for joining everyone, and feel free to say hi in the comments so I know who's watching. But yeah, there's a lot of work to do, Dudley. It's when you've got a kid on the way, you're losing your house, you've got a house. I mean, I've got a house move next month, so yeah, it's a lot of hassle, mate. A lot of hassle, as well as trying to maintain the plot. I'm just trying to get the comments back up. Yeah, trying to maintain the plot. Obviously that plot next door, I gave that up last year. I stripped it all, cleared it all, but look at the state of it already. I couldn't cope with that as well as this. I'm just going to stick to my baby and focus on this plot and this plot only. Creating fruit cage walking system, all at top end here. Basically this whole section you can see, this whole area I want to change. The decking that's up on the top of the well, the top end where the summer house is, that's coming down. I created this a couple of days ago because I've got the bottom vents on the bottom of the greenhouse, and this area here was comfrey, wild comfrey coming up everywhere, and I was just getting weeds constantly growing through my vents. So I did this the other week, laid some mould roof tile things down, membrane, load of stone, and this is what I've ended up with. And to be honest, I come down today and the lady that owns this plot, yeah, she's more than happy with it. She said, oh, when I seen that, it made me want to tidy all this area up, bless her. So it looks really nice what she's done. But I said to her, no, you got to tidy it up just because I've done a bit of seeding and a bit of work at the back, you know. But I've got all this to clear, wheelbarrow full of crap. Still got loads of strawberry runners in here though. It's really annoying, the chat on this, especially doing it off a mobile. Yeah, I've got strawberry runners. Every bit of green you can really see in there, apart from that thing there. The rest is all strawberry runners. Run all underneath. I've got loads of raspberry canes popping up here. So really, ideally, I want to create it where the walking fruit cage comes off the greenhouse somehow. Potentially go right out to the edge of the plot, around this shed, move the shed like way, bring the fruit cage so it's a bit more see-through and transparent from that view, so that when I'm sitting in the greenhouse I can look down the fruit cage and I can look at the rest of the plot as well. Is my my plan of action. But you know, as I say, other things to do. But these are what I've potted on so far. These are either 8 litre tubs or 10 litre tubs. No, sorry, 9 litre tubs. But yeah, I've filled all these with the soil out of these beds, because as you can tell with these beds, which annoys me because I spent hours sieving this out, this is the finest soil you'll get. But as you can tell by that bit there, it's all old, it's rotting, same as up there, the decking, totally rotted. I've got all these raspberry canes that I should have got in, they're probably dead now. But yeah, it's so much to do. So much to do with so little time. I believe I've got baby foxes again just here, because they've burrowed out lovely under my summer house. But I've put my camera underneath and tried to look, and I'm not seeing anything. Seeing absolutely nothing come out of there. So I can't see nothing on my camera picture that I've took as well. So yeah, I'm going to guess there's nothing in there. But this plum tree that I moved it from that spot there, that plum tree has actually taken, even though I snapped it severely at the taproot. It's still budded, it's still growing, so I'm well impressed. That's a Victoria plum tree, that one as well. But yeah, there's the decking. There's the decking. So it's all got to get ripped up. It's, you know, when you stand on it, it's so loose. You know, and they've got little kids that come up here and stuff, so I'm just going to thinking of pathing all the way down here with slabs. Take all this up, put another 2 row of slabs on the front of this. That way, when I get dismantled this old beat up thing, when I bring that shed up here, that space where that shed is will then be part of the fruit cage. But I'll probably bring one of them fences off the corner of the greenhouse as far over to here, and then run it that way, and then put a door in this end and potentially a door in the other side and do it that way. But I'm just trying to work out how I'm going to get that shed onto here. The only possibility is to get 4 blokes, put something underneath it, pick it up, walk it onto this plot, walk it round, whack it on the hardcore base just here. But all of this decking has got to come up. There's no ifs or buts on it. It's dangerous. The reason that they're missing is because I fell through them, because they're rotten. And as you can tell there, it's springboarding up as well. And it's starting to spring up in front of the summer house as well, just here. So it's not, you know, it's not ideal. I don't want to have to get rid of it, but you know, it is what it is, and I've got a lot of work and clearing to do. I wasn't informed when the skip was coming, so yeah, I'm now stuck with that rubbish until we get another skip. And yeah, it's a bit of a pain, but I've got to empty that shed, dismantle it. So much to do. It's, yeah, but obviously, like I say, got a house move, birth, all that yet to go through. So Yeah, got another lovely patch of rhubarb just here. And this is a thornless blackberry that's trailing up onto this. So it'd be good to get that in with the fruit cage, because from the edge of the shed, if I ran the fruit cage, you know, it's only slightly, I'll have a little bit of this off or something, or work something out with it. So yeah, not a lot going on in the sense of growth, but my pear tree's doing well again. So far, I can't see any leaf rust. Not yet, anyway. I'll give it time. Because, yeah, this thing was riddled with leaf rust last year. So I'm hoping it doesn't this year, because I love my pears, and there's nothing better than coming down and picking. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, so it's a bit of a mess at the minute, guys. I do apologise, but this is more of just a random live, just to nip on, say hello, see how everybody is. Well, I do hope everybody's well. But yeah, I've got a lot going on, and the plots have kind of been neglected a little bit. But you guys who watch me continuously, you'll know I'll whip this round in no time at all. I have started to dig the weeds out just here. I need to get my grass sorted. Dandelions seem to have come out of absolutely nowhere this year. But yeah, I'll get all this cleared in no time, get the grass cut, edged. You know, I'll get it back in shape, but it's just at the moment, guys, it's just finding the time to get down here. With so much going on, because obviously I'm the house I currently live in, I've lived there 9 years. So I've got a whole house of 9 years worth of stuff to pack, and yeah, that plot next door just there, the one that's got the wet lines, yeah, I did give that up. To be honest, I'd not long, obviously, you know, when I had my collapsed lung, I was in hospital. I then took it on after that, and that's when all the lockdown side of things kicked in. And I'll be honest, I found that by the time I'd finished weeding all that, bear in mind that plot starts at the edge of the slab, it goes right over, like right over there, so it's about a 40-foot wide plot. But I was weeding that, and by the time I'd weeded all that by hand, this was just absolutely covered again. So all I was really doing last year was not really growing very much in the sense of edge. I was just plot between plot, just weeding. So I just made the decision on my own, it's too much. But if I do take it on again in the future, I've already said that where they've gone to with the actual plot itself for growing space, I'd take it to there. The rest I would level off, grass it all off, give it back to the committee and say use it as a communal seating area, because that tree is absolutely gorgeous with a pink blossom. Like, really nice. But I've got to be careful because certain things I don't want to get on the camera. But yeah, so I'm not going to stop on much longer. It's just, like I said, a quick thank you to all of you that have stuck by me. Once I get settled in the new house, had the baby, I'll hopefully get back to coming down here and getting a few more uploads, you know, but life has to come first at the minute, I'm afraid, and if that means sacrificing doing videos as often, it's unfortunately what I'm going to have to do. But as we all know, family comes first. But yeah, hopefully over the next couple of months, get into the new house, settled in there. The garden on this new house is a project that I need to deal with, so that I could use, you know, that footage. Yeah, I could do like videos of progress with the new back garden. Hey Gordon. I'm not too bad, buddy, thank you. Just getting by, day by day at the minute. But yeah, so got a lot. You know, this is the first time I've been down here for a week or so now. But because I've got so much going off in my own personal life, on my energy. The time I get down here, cycling 5 miles, I'm just kind of like not achieving what I used to achieve. And yeah, it's not me, but it's because I've got so much stress. I've had so much stress going on that, yeah, it's kind of just energy draining for myself, because I over worry about it all. But I'll get the new house, get settled in, then hopefully start getting back down here. I do aim to plant certain things this year, like tomatoes in the greenhouse and cucumbers and stuff. But as for the beds, probably what you're seeing now, like the 2 and the 4 here, and these 2, not a lot. Obviously there is actually potatoes in these mounds and they are re-sprouting, so I'm just going to leave them in. So yeah, apart from the potatoes that'll be in here, which are first earlies, I believe, Charlotte's from last time. Yeah, I'll have stuff in there. I may potentially just do like 50 corn on the cob plants to fill this bed. But the front ones, if I do anything, I'll stick a bit of beetroot in, salad leaves, that kind of stuff, just for this year. But will I be going for the big floral fancy display, even though we've got an open day this year? No. I've got to be realistic. I don't think I'll ever beat my first year doing YouTube. And yeah, to win best plot the way I did and how it looked, I can't ever see me topping, if I'm honest. Not at the moment anyway. But yeah, one day again, maybe in the future. But I ain't got the strive to go for that this year, and yeah, obviously I apologise if that disappoints anyone. But I've just got to get other priorities sorted first. So I'll keep going quiet and stuttering a bit, because you have to keep going on this thing to get the chat up. When you do it on a mobile, it should just stay up, but it don't let you. So yeah, but hopefully I shall do an arranged live. I'll do a post and then I'll go live from the house I'm currently at, and then show you what the garden looks like now, considering what I put on YouTube not too long ago. It looks nothing like it did. The raised beds are still in, but there's no greenhouse, there's no fancy anything now really. The only fancy thing in my back garden at the minute is my Japanese Acer and my Buddleias. Not my Buddleias, hibiscus, I believe they are. But other than that, that's all I've got in the garden now. Most of it's actually down here. All my aster balls I've planted in the front. Some butterfly thing in the middle. It's more like a thistle, but it creates a lovely flower. And it creates a ball on the top with little spikes coming off it. It's really cool. And it apparently gets very, very big and spreads very easy as well. So I do have to be slightly careful with it. But I'm not overly bothered about it spreading, because that is what I want it to do really, across the back end of that bed. So it is quite a pretty flower. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'm having to reconsider right now on this plot. But it's getting the time down here to do it. So, because obviously with the hours my partner works and my daughter finishing school and evenings at my partner works, we have to kind of juggle childcare with around her job and things like that. So yeah, time's come a lot scarcer down there. I will get it back to scratch very, very soon. It's thought nip on and quickly, like I say thank you to everyone for sticking around, and I generally do mean that. I probably don't sound very woo right now, like happy, but I am. I'm just relaxed, quite tired, so yeah, we'll get it back to scratch, and hopefully I can order some pea stone for this top end as well. Get all these weeds out, pea stone the whole lot, try and avoid that coming through. But obviously you can tell it don't avoid it, because it happens there still. But yeah, get some pea stone ordered for this. I don't want to go for the same stone, I want to go for a smaller grain stone up here. So about 45 quid. That's how much that ton of gravel cost me. And then yeah, I reckon a ton to do this as well. Don't need to be a thick layer or anything. So yeah, just don't want to get my bike on. But I'm going to get going in a minute, because that looks ever so dark over the back there. It looks actually a lot darker in person than it does on the camera. But I do think a storm is potentially heading over. So yeah, on that note, I shall leave it there. And like I say, again, thank you for the ones that have stuck around. Just give me some time, let me get my life back on track with a sense of housing and other stuff, and then I'll be back to hopefully regularly uploading, and yeah, start seeing some improvement in this plot, because at the minute it's a little bit to look at. But I have weeded this bed here, I've put the crates on and starting to weed these potato mounds that are sprouting again. I don't know if we can see them. There's some sprouts sticking out now, and that is a potato sprout. And there's a few going across, and little bits you can see sticking over there, that's potatoes. A few little weeds down in that crevice. Then there's more potatoes sticking up out of these ones as well, so why not see what pops up. But these onions that I put in a bag last year have just started sprouting in the bag now. Never seen out like it. I've got my 2 Victoria plum trees just here as well. A lovely size as well, quite high up, at least 6 foot, because I'm 6 foot tall. Oh, fly in my mouth now. So yeah, I'm going to leave the live there, guys. I'm going to get my kit on, start heading home, because it's a 5-mile journey, 5-mile cycle. But yeah, you are going to, like, next time you, well, I'm not going to say next time you see this, it's going to be a dramatic change. But in the coming months, this, well, apart from the summer house, that's staying exactly where it is. All this will be gone. All these rails will be gone. Potentially that raised bed will be gone, but I've got to work that round when it's safe to dig the rhubarb up. Or I'll just work the fruit cage kind of around it or something, I don't know. Yeah, it's a tough one. And then yeah, that shed hopefully will be in place of this one, hence the 2 extra slabs. And then that cage will be gone, apart from the straights that run across, because I'll be using them to kind of use as a roof structure on the fence panels, and then net it all and go from there. So yeah, it's getting a bit nippy down here now though. It's been lovely in the day, it's been a beautiful day, and that's why I feel so chilled out and tired. But yeah, you're going to see a lot change, I can tell you that, especially this top end, that's for certain. Because ideally I've got to get all that stripped first to be able to work that section, because what I need to do is create a composting system around the back here somewhere, so that I can move both my composters from the end of the shed, pile all that stuff into like big ton bags or something down there. And then yeah, it's, like I say, a lot to do, but you'll see a massive change. So yeah, I'm going to leave the live there, guys, because one, I've got no lights on my cycle and it's getting very dusk, and yeah, I need to get back safely. So thanks for you guys that have joined. It is nice to jump back on. I can't actually see the comments very well, so it will be better when I can do a live from work and read the comments on the tablet or the computer. But yeah, we'll get this back to scratch very, very soon. Hopefully I can get these beds painted as well to match the rest of the plot. And yeah, but we'll update very soon, and I will advertise on my posts. I will set a date for a live face on. Right this minute I look like a mess, so I'm not going to put my face on camera right now. So yeah, give me time, guys, and I will be back, don't worry about that. So right, take care, guys, and speak to you all soon. Thank you very much for sticking around, and we'll get back to some good content very soon. Yeah, no, cheers, appreciate you coming on, Dedler, really do. It's nice to have a familiar face in the live. So, but yeah, leave it there, guys, and we shall catch up very shortly with a live that I'll post about and advertise as to when I'll do it, and we'll catch up again very shortly. So for now, take care, speak to you all soon, bye bye.